TKDN incentives in Indonesia. What foreign investors need to know. Indonesia continues to strengthen its domestic component level Tingkat Komponen Dalam Negeri or TKDN policy as part of the government's broader strategy to develop local industries, encourage sustainable foreign direct investment, and increase domestic manufacturing capacity. For foreign investors entering the Indonesian market, TKDN is no longer viewed merely as a regulatory requirement, but also as an important strategic tool to obtain commercial advantages and investment incentives. TKDN refers to the percentage of local Indonesian content used in goods, services, or combined goods and services. Companies may obtain TKDN certification through the Indonesian Ministry of Industry after assessment of factors such as local materials, local workforce, production activities, and operational contributions within Indonesia. The Indonesian government has increasingly integrated TKDN into its industrial and procurement policies, particularly in strategic sectors such as electric vehicles, renewable energy, telecommunications, electronics, healthcare equipment, and manufacturing. For foreign investors, one of the main benefits of TKDN compliance is priority access to government procurement projects. Indonesian government institutions, ministries, and state-owned enterprises are generally required to prioritize products and services with higher TKDN values. As a result, companies with strong TKDN positioning may have greater opportunities to participate in infrastructure projects, energy developments, telecommunications procurement, public transportation projects, and other government-related business activities. In addition, the Indonesian government has introduced various incentives to encourage foreign companies to establish local manufacturing facilities and contribute to domestic industrial development. Depending on the sector and investment structure, companies with local production commitments and higher TKDN levels may benefit from investment facilitation, licensing support, customs and import facilities, industrial area incentives, and certain tax-related incentives. The government's policy direction clearly encourages long-term industrial investment rather than purely import-based business activities. TKDN compliance is also becoming increasingly important in strategic industries. In sectors such as electric vehicles and battery manufacturing, companies with local production capabilities and higher TKDN contribution may receive stronger commercial positioning and better regulatory support. In practice, many multinational companies entering Indonesia are now establishing local assembly facilities, partnering with Indonesian suppliers, or increasing local sourcing to improve their TKDN value and strengthen their competitiveness in the Indonesian market. Another important advantage is supply chain integration. Companies that obtain TKDN certification may become preferred suppliers for larger manufacturers, downstream industries, and government-linked projects. Recent regulatory developments also encourage upstream and intermediate manufacturers to obtain TKDN certification because downstream producers increasingly prioritize suppliers with certified local content. This creates broader opportunities for foreign investors seeking long-term integration into Indonesia's industrial ecosystem. Nevertheless, foreign investors should also understand that TKDN implementation involves technical calculations, certification procedures, and sector-specific compliance requirements. Proper legal structuring and regulatory planning are important to ensure that the company's business activities align with Indonesian industrial policies and TKDN regulations. Early assessment is particularly important because TKDN strategy may affect investment structuring, procurement eligibility, licensing processes, manufacturing arrangements, and commercial operations. As Indonesia continues to prioritize downstream industrialization and domestic manufacturing growth, TKDN compliance is expected to play an even greater role in future investment and procurement activities. Foreign investors that proactively align their business strategies with Indonesia's local content objectives may obtain significant long-term commercial and regulatory advantages. As a law firm experienced in foreign direct investment, manufacturing, and regulatory compliance in Indonesia, Schinder Law Firm assists domestic and international clients with TKDN advisory, investment structuring, licensing, manufacturing projects, and corporate compliance matters. Given the evolving TKDN framework and sector-specific requirements, obtaining proper legal guidance is important for foreign investors seeking to maximize opportunities and minimize regulatory risks in Indonesia. For further information regarding TKDN compliance, foreign investment and manufacturing projects in Indonesia, please contact us at info@schinderlawfirm.com.